All right. Take two. We are live and streaming and giving an update, I guess. Another one of those weird ones where I talk to myself and pretend that I'm a streamer of any note or worthwhile. But we are back. We're done with Malifaux Top 16. I played my 3 games, and as some of you might have known who maybe watched my games over on the World Series channel or heard about them through Discord, I lost 2, won 1. Spoilers alerts. It was a fun experience. I actually really liked my group. I knew most of the players and was friendly with most of the players in my group, so they were actually pretty fun games overall. One of my games was pretty tilting to me. My game versus Cackle. I was playing Lady J2, who I was, decently confident in as being pretty much the best master right now. And I don't think I'm going to change my view on that until obviously Madness drops and she probably gets nerfed to fucking hell because she's way too strong. But at the moment, I think she's probably one of the best masters, if not the best master in the game. That being said, I have 2 games with her ever, and I have lost both of them now. So I guess the biggest question we'll start off with was why was I playing Guild? For those of you who don't know, Madness is about to drop, and we're about to get a bunch of new expansion content. And one of the things that dropped early was our lovely Damien, who came out. Now, because he dropped early, and because the next book could drop while the tournament's going on, and it ended up dropping while the tournament was going on, the question was, do we stick with the old rules of play whatever is currently available in the app, or do we want to change up the rules a little bit? And they elected to have a vote on this. So one of the things they did is they voted that we're going to either keep the rules the way they are. So if Madness drops, you'd be able to play it the week it dropped. Change the rules so that only the current stuff that was available beforehand was left in, or they blindsided me with this, and I think a few other people. They will expand any Madness contest, which ended up including Damien. Realistically, it was only meant to hit Damien. And if you've obviously noticed from my videos, that's what I've been primarily playing. I think he I will disagree. I'm not necessarily confident that he was the absolute best. I mean, no matter what, he's top 10. Top 10. He's like top 3. He's pretty obviously very strong. And therefore that really hurt me because that's the vote they ended up going with. And I didn't feel comfortable playing Arcs anymore when really the only master I played in that faction was Damien as well as Hoffman. And really kind of the only thing I've been playing since GG3 release. So almost all of my practice is with Damien in GG3. Um, so I had to start thinking about what am I going to do? Am I going to play Arcanist? Am I going to play Ten Thunders? Which, if you guys know, I'm good friends with Pope DARPA, and I think the Yoko 2 is another one of the masters who's just hand down super strong right now, as well as I have a lot of experience playing against her because of that. So could I probably turn that information and knowledge of those cards into being able to play it? And I was really Actually, I was really pretty sure that's what I was going to do, but then I decided, you know what? Look, Guild has Hoffman, who I'm comfortable with. It has Sonya, who I'm comfortable with playing a decent amount of games with, and it has who I think the best master is, which is Lady J. And so I was just going to be, I'll just pick Guild. I have a couple weeks, actually pretty much just a week to practice, and then, if I schedule later in the week for my game, I can have a couple weeks of practice with Lady J and try to, get her crew down. And then I got a new job offer, and I ended up moving to Chicago, downtown proper, um, in order to, commute to my work more efficiently. And so I moved, I got new training, got new responsibilities, and then I just became way too busy to ever practice. And that's pretty much what kind of killed it for me. And at that point, I really probably should have switched over to either back to arcs where I can, play the Hoff crew I'm more familiar with, or stay in, 10 Thunders. Maybe, hell, maybe even X's. I mean, I have a lot of experience playing X's, and maybe I can try to fall back on that. But I ended up doing that, and good God, that Lady J game was very depressing. And yeah, that about summed it up. So I misplayed the hell out of it. Without the help from Carnage, I would have just like cheated and disqualified myself. So yeah, not great. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, One of the things I decided is during this video, just to keep my mind distracted, because I am not great at talking this wall, is I've decided I'm going to start playing some Marvel Snap. So this is also what I've been doing. It's absorbed my life, and it's pretty much all I play anymore on the train, at home, everywhere, while I wait for Madness to actually drop on the app so we can get some real time playing it. I guess I'll touch on my other two games. I had a really fun Hoff vs. Lush game. I've always thought Lush kind of sucks, and I don't really change my opinion on that, honestly. But there are obviously very good schemes and maps that he's good on. And to put it bluntly, the maps we played in were disastrous. They really, really showed well um, what pretty much like what's like specific crews needed to do in order to beat um, in order to win. Because depending on the map you're playing on, you really obviously want someone who has unimpeded, people who don't have guns and other things. And Lady J is kind of fine for that because, you know, she throws walls and a decent amount of movement effects. But I actually got a little screwed in that game with the clouds, not being able to see Archie, and a couple other like small things that were just decently unfortunate. And that was it was a pretty big bummer. Trying to play into that. And then on the other hand, I then go into game two where Lucia's really good on the map, and these are super cluttered maps if you haven't seen it. Train everywhere, severe terrain everywhere, blocking everywhere. And I decided I'm going to play Hoffman because I'm comfortable with Hoffman. So I just take the comfort pick, I go into the game, and then I end up doing actually pretty decent. But I think one key flip, specifically the Black Joker, or him playing the Black Joker mattered a little bit, but not really. Um, the big thing really was him playing. I think I'll do this. Do I want that armor back? I doubt he runs kill things, and I don't really want to run a Cosmo in case I actually do want to play leader. Um, so yeah, I don't really want to harp on like luck too much, but he had the red Joker in hand. I couldn't kill the two models at once. They both lived. My AP was now tied up, and I also had to spend more time killing them. And AP in a crew where I brought so light on wagons becomes huge when he obviously is just trying to interact around me most of the time / disable me. And punished for not playing the Cosmo. Oh, real punish for not playing the Cosmo. I didn't think that one through. I have no idea what I was thinking when I did that. Do I just try to win on pure points? That sounds correct. I don't know. This guy gets 3 power. I mean, him playing the thing with Bishop will make it, especially Blue Marvel. Oh, well. Hopefully he doesn't have something he can play with Bar with no name and I win just by adding numbers. Big numbers go burr. Yeah, and so AP became very important. This probably isn't the best way to do this, but either way, Blammo, I wasn't able to capitalize. He was able to push around me. I ended up losing, and then I go into game three. Game three is just, please, dear God, I do not want to go 3-0 in top 16. And so I decide I'm going to take the tier list we just made. Shout outs to our boys at the Danger Planet. We just made our guild tier list for um shoot, why am I blanking? On Lady J1. And all I can think of is bam, I want to just try to prove that I'm right, especially with Gatling gunners. So I saw the pool was pretty decent for me, and I was thinking I can do this. Like I have a real shot at something relevant here. And what the hell changed the location? Am I just like high? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, the reality stone just changed the location? What? Okay, learn something new every day. I would not have stayed in that fight if I knew that that's what one of the stones did. But yeah, so I wanted to prove I'm right. And I feel like I kind of did. The Gatling Gunner came in decently large in that game. And I'm actually quite happy with how that game turned out as a whole. I'm going to be posting these videos to my channel in a little bit. I didn't want to post them immediately. I wanted to drive the traffic to the World Series stuff, but I'm going to post them eventually because, I need content. And I've been dry on content because, I'm not playing Vassal games right now and we're just waiting on Madness to drop. And I thought about posting the Madness videos with like the pictures of the book we have now because I mean I know people with the book. A bunch of other people have the book, but um, at this point in time, I just don't feel like that's as great because I'd much rather us have the actual app, and so you can actually see the things. And I'm just not gonna look at it very much. I've gone over it already a little bit with some friends. But do I really risk putting rocks in my deck? Yeah. Um, but yeah, otherwise, we're just gonna wait for the app to drop. So, I mean, I know what I know. The new Arcanist model is correct. I guess I'll go. I'm going to go on my rants later with this, so I don't really care to do it too much right now. But holy fuck, is the new Arcanist guy just insane? Pass tokens, as we all know, are pretty bonkers. The most important thing here is they're going to be some wild pass token generation for, just some insane value. On particularly Karis, I'm actually decently worried about just like becoming unstoppable. Damien 1 gets a pretty decent buff for this because he has another good way of getting focus on him, as well as, being able to go in late, which is, I don't really want to say was a weakness of his, but it's definitely something he wants to do. Damien 2, this doesn't really affect at all because I don't think Damien 2 is ever going to, you know, have um, hire those models. How many rocks do you draw? Don't draw a rock. I drew a rock. Um, there's just no way I should say in this game, but oh well. Um, yeah, Damien 2, not going to hire the model. It's whatever. I mean, maybe you have to in games where you know your opponent has pass tokens, because one of Damien's weaknesses is just getting killed by multiple activations in a row. So I would kind of try to watch out for that. But largely, it's not really going to be that great for him. So maybe he takes the minions and relies on the 6 of Mask or better, I believe is what it was, in order to generate the pass tokens. And that probably is much more feasible, especially just taking one of them. And yeah, I feel like that is definitely possible. If, you cycle into enough of your good stuff and just, win things large on accident. I don't feel comfortable about dropping Soulstone Gamers. And I don't think I ever really will feel comfortable about dropping Soulstone Gamers. Because they're kind of just ridiculously good for what they do. And it's really important you get as many things into your config as possible. So maybe just into armor. You'll decide to hire him, but if you do, maybe you try to play a dabbler thing, but then you're losing the heart, and you're just losing so many things then. So I'm not exactly sure what the real path is going to end up looking like. But I have pretty good faith that Damien's going to be in a good spot regardless. That being said, some of the other things we're seeing are pretty great, but I guess you'll have to wait for our true takes to come later whenever, the app gets updated. And as for that, I think that's most of my Malifaux content I have to talk about. If anyone has any questions, we have a couple of live viewers, but overall, I think I'm just going to play a little Snap, talk what's on top of my mind, and then probably go off. I don't really know what I'm doing in Snap right now. It's really hard to do this. I greatly underestimate streamers and their ability to stay on tangent, not use as a filler. Jesus fuck, how many times have I done that currently? While also paying attention to a game. Like, this is wild. It is legitimately wild. I would not be able to do this. I think I just Cosmo mid just to fuck with them. I don't think I'm getting Warpath value this game. Mostly because the Raptors, them filthy Raptors. I don't really want to play towards a lane like that. Plus, this will allow me to play Warpath anyways, and then maybe Destroyer if I get them. So, that's about that. I got him pretty decent at Snap. I got up to 90. I guess that is exactly what I'm doing. I got up to 90 last season. I was not able to hit Infinite. Mostly just abused Bar Sinister at the end there. I just had a bunch of wild up and downs. So that didn't necessarily go over great. But, you know, making some decent progress. So I think I just play Destroyer here and hope 9's the highest. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. There's a logic to just play Leader over here, actually. Anything he does, I just get. So the only thing I really lose to if he fills this up with small things. Yeah, I think Leader here is actually just the correct play. Ties this area. Yeah, yeah. Sounds good. I'll lose the 5 here, which puts me at 7. Oh, he retreated. So, yeah. Good. Playing my Marvel. Trying to become a streamer. What is there to talk about? A lot of things going on at the Danger Planet, if you guys don't know. We're mostly going to be posting most of the tier lists there because, they're at 1,000 subscribers, and that means they're able to monetize it. So we're actually able to make some real money. Whereas everything I've been doing on this channel has just been, for fun pretty much. It's just a reason to upload my games and try to get more people into Malifaux. And I think it's been going pretty well. I think I'm actually surprised by how much growth this channel got for a while, and still kind of does. Like even not posting content for a couple of weeks, just getting some passive subscribers. Maybe I'll be able to make it to the 1,000 point myself. Tell me if you guys like Marvel Snap. If anyone likes my personality, I guess, and just wants to watch me play games. We've been doing that a lot lately with my friends, actually. So maybe if you I don't know if you guys want to see some of that stuff, you're more than welcome to ask for it, and I'm more than happy to put it down. Yeah, I guess I just take the free destroyer. It's not like he's playing death. No idea what he's doing. Yeah, okay, cool. He just retreats. That makes sense. Yeah, does Wave even let you get She-Hulk down? 10 to 4. It is 10, right? But all you're saving is 1. So I'm not actually sure. So yeah, that's Yeah, that's my Snap. Let's just play more Snap. Making money, making bank. We're really not making like any real money, but it is a lot of fucking fun to record with those guys. They're doing they're finally looks like the narrative content's back up and going. They've got the plugin. You're going to have some interesting guests coming on talking about some interesting lore, and that's going to be, I think, really fun to watch. So really pay attention to the stuff that Danger Plan stuff is coming out with. Um, I'm pretty hyped for that. As for anything else to talk about, probably not. I'll probably play this game and go off. I really am just going in circles here. I'm impressed of anyone who, watches this long. If you do watch this long, leave a comment. Power to you. But otherwise, yeah, this is my life now. I do try now that I'm back into a groove with my new job. Winter break's coming up. Hopefully I'm going to get some decent games in. See a lot of the new guild stuff. I think Pope Darpa is going to be playing that. You also have his games to look forward to that we're going to be uploading in the Team Cup. And now that they're moving on to the higher level, I'll actively try to record and maybe cast a couple of those. That's something to look forward to. I don't know what else I can say here. That's pretty much it. That's everything I've gotten. I don't know why this guy just blew up his whole board. What? What did that achieve? What? My dude, you don't have a board. I'm just gonna play Cosmo. I'm in a really good spot. I just want to try to lock down the zones. I think like all he can do is try to play big things now. I kill my board. He's not playing Sarah. Yeah, he's just gonna keep spamming the 7 cost Killmonger. Oh, hits us with a wave. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just going to play leader here. Okay. With that, I think that's everything. Team Cup content coming. Go watch Danger Planet. Narrative League coming. More Malifaux coming. Malifaux tier lists coming. All the Malifaux tier lists are coming. We just got off done recording one a little bit ago that they're definitely putting in the works now. Oh, sweet. We have the leader, copy leader, copy leader, copy leader, copy leader. Well, that's fun. That's a good one to end it on. All right. And with that, I think I've said everything I can say. God, this was awkward. I have no idea how to do this. In the future, if you have any ideas or anything you want to see, tell me. I'm down to try any new masters or any new lists. If anyone wants to give me a list to play, or wants to try to see a show match to set up, hit me up with that as well. I can try to get some specific games going, which could be pretty cool. And that's only for you lucky few that stayed this long and heard me get to say that. And to all the rest of you, you're not hearing this, so whatever. But do try to hit me up. If you want to see lists played, tell me. You want to see certain masters played, tell me. I'm going to try to get a lot of new content with the new masters. I'm pretty hyped for them, even though I don't think they're that good. I think the power level of cards we're getting isn't necessarily that high. The guild stuff is probably the most broken and might be the most broken. Shocker, they give guild the most broken stuff. I'm going to reserve my judgment on the Outcast Explorers one until I see the other side of it, which I know I can go look at right now, but I haven't yet. So I'll reserve my judgment, but pretty much it looks like Explorers got a pretty good alpha crew in there. Fast focus, Jin pass tokens. They're going to have some pretty solid things to do and just yeeting a model up the board and then just trying to murder things. And I think it might be the maiden you're eating up the board, especially now you can get plus on damage flips. Double plus on damage flips because I believe she has a great sword, right? So it's going to be pretty interesting. As for the rest, I'm not too hyped for it, but if you guys want me to play it, tell me. The 10th Thunder storytelling, the models look cool. I'm not exactly sure if I'm sold on them being good yet, but hey, they might be. What else? That's pretty much it. Got a couple new viewers. If they want to say anything before I completely sign off, I'll wait a hot moment if someone wants to ask a question in chat, but otherwise, I am going to go